What is going on, guys? Welcome back to your Lake Fork Guide. Hey, if you watch this channel, you probably like to see giant bass. Well, today we got some giant bass. We're going to take a look at our top 5 bass from all year in 2021.
Here she comes. Get her. Let's go! Let's freaking go! Woo! Oh boy! Here. Let's go! Let's go!
Top 5 bass of the year. And you know, it's not technically the end of 2021, but for me, my season runs a little different. Some of you know this, some of you may not. So I always take a break in August, and it's time for me to take that break. This is my last week of content for a while. What I do is I take time off in August, hang out. I've got 2 boys, an 11-year-old son, an 8-year-old son, and I just spend time with them at the end of their summer before they go back to school. It's something I've been fortunate and blessed to be able to do. I don't have to take every single trip throughout the year. If I want to schedule some days off, I've been fortunate enough to be able to do so. So in August, I schedule that time off and I hang out with my kids, and I love doing that every year. So the way my year kind of works, just for those of y'all that don't know, basically my year starts September 1st. And then I kind of build up through the fall. I fish all winter. I love winter fishing. Then we roll a course in the springtime where that's like the peak of the season, and even early summer is the peak of the season. And then as summer winds down, I wind down, and that's kind of the end of my year. So we're right here at the end of the year, and I like doing this. We kind of did a year in review deal last year. This year, there's really too many cool moments to put them all in there. I got to cover Elite Series tournaments, behind the scenes, get media passes. Thanks to Dave Mercer, thanks to Miss Mandy, thanks to all the folks over at BASS that allowed me to do that, both when they were here at Lake Fork and at the Bassmaster Classic at Lake Ray Roberts as well. Those were amazing moments. That I can make a whole video about that experience in and of itself. Our tournament that we just wrapped up July 4th with our Your Lake Fork Guide Fish Life tournament that we do at Lake Fork every year, where we work with 22 Kill One Tribe Foundation. Actually wearing their t-shirt today by chance, but we just had a tournament there where we hosted one of the best bass fishing parties you'll ever go to at Lake Fork for 3 days. And oh yeah, we raised $17,000 to donate to the One Tribe Foundation and 22 Kill, which goes to helping veterans and first responders in the way that I think they need it the most. So just an awesome experience there. Again, I made 2 videos about that experience here recently, so we could talk about that at length. So many moments like that throughout the year for me. Got to fish with Whiskey Myers again this last year. Cody Cannon. Cody Cannon from Whiskey Myers has become a good friend of mine. I get to fish with him. That could be a highlight video in and of itself, just being able to fish with that dude, because he's freaking Cody Cannon from Whiskey Myers. That's a big deal, man. We've had so much go on this channel, and what's been amazing is that all these amazing experiences have taken place this year. And it's, again, some of you know, some of you don't. This has been the most difficult year of my life off the water. Things that have taken place off the water in my personal life have been very difficult. I know we all go through trials and hard times in our lives, and your boy sure has been in one for a long time now. And I think I can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel of this stretch. Unfortunately, I think I'll be dealing with the effects of what has gone on for a very long time. It has changed my life forever, and not for the better. We'll just, there's going to come a day where I'll sit down and explain to you guys everything exactly that's been going on. But just know that I've been going through it. And honestly, I'm just glad that I've even been able to keep doing what I'm doing, that I've been able to maintain my job, doing what I love, which is taking other people fishing, trying to help them catch the biggest bass they can, as well as making content and trying to help you guys through the content catch more fish, and just getting to share the experience of being on the water. That's kind of my year in review. So let's get to the fun part, because despite all the hardships I've faced this year, somehow we're just lucky enough to fish in the right part of the world out here in East Texas, around Lake Fork, at Lake Fork a lot. Most of the time we're at Lake Fork, but we fish a lot of places, and we catch a lot of big fish. And this year was no example. So what I'm going to show you today is the top 5 biggest bass that we featured on camera this year on the Your Lake Fork Guide channel. We're going to take a look at all those. We're going to rewind and look at those. as you're watching this, I want you guys to understand something. This is a little glimpse of what this boat experiences. Typically, I only film 1 day a week. The vast majority of weeks, I film 1 day a week. There's 3 or 4 or 5 other days on the water every week that there's no cameras. There's a whole lot of big fish that get caught in that boat that never get documented on camera. So this is just a fraction of the big fish that I get the awesome experience of dealing with, putting my hands on, seeing in person every day. A lot of times on guide trips, I'm not the ones catching the big ones. Sometimes I am. Usually on guide trips, I don't catch the biggest fish. This year I was fortunate. It was on a filming day that I caught the biggest fish of the year in my boat. I was out with Cody Mays filming a video, and we got the whole thing on camera. Let's just start right there, and after that, we're going to roll into our top 5 fish from 2021.
They're both sitting there now, too. Dude, you should just see how wide she is. Oh. He just took a swipe at it. She's still sitting there. Cody, I'm telling you, you couldn't put your hand across her back, bro.
Couldn't what?
Whew. She just thumped it. She did. And he thumped it. I'm a little too close now. Now she's left. He took a swipe at it and ran, and then she thumped it one time. Oh, God. Oh, God. One of them turned down on her. I think it's her. She's so fat.
I don't think she's as long as I want to talk to her, but I don't think she's
Sir, that's her. Get the net.
Give me a minute.
Oh, God. She's strong. She's real strong. Okay, hold on just a minute. Stay there. No, God. Oh, God, she's on the boat. Come on, be tired, be tired, be tired, be tired, be tired. Get ready. Hold on, wait. She's going to the back. She's making a run. She's all over here. Okay, she's back over here. Okay, she's starting to get tired. She's starting to get tired. She's still making runs. Don't. She's pretty big, ain't she? You ready? I'm about to bring her to her. Get ready. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her. Let's go. Get ready. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her. Let's go. Let's make it go. Woo! That's a 10 for sure. Like at least a 10. Look at that thing, Maze. Let's freaking go. Oh, shit. I got a board right down there. A long board, a 24-inch board. Yep. Let me see that stuff. Oh, 25. Over 25, bro. 11-1. 11-1.
Awesome. You mind if I shoot?
Yeah, of course. There you go, folks. Locked it in at 11-1. Cody, I need you to take a picture of it on the scale. Get us a picture. We'll call it 11-0. All right. Got it? Yep. That time it locked in on 11-pound 0 ounces. Now, let's get the fish a drink, Maze. Get this thing out of here. I'm freaking shaking, dude. It's a baby, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's a monster. All right, guys, here's our 11-pounder we just caught. We're actually going to lay her down and extract a couple scales from her, and that's going to help ShareLunker determine the genetics of this fish, and maybe this fish is a baby of a previous ShareLunker from Lake Fork. All right, you ready to see her one more time? All right, yeah, there she is right there. Just a beauty. Just a hair over 25 inches long, 11 pounds. Just a special fish. Lake Fork produces a bunch of them. All right, let's let her go. When you let fish go, if you'll just take them right here and grab their tail like that, like a baseball bat, which I can't even get my hand around her tail, but you just hold that tail and they'll kind of kick you when they're ready to go. See her kick right there? Now she's ready. And there she goes. That's freaking awesome. So it's a lot later in the day, and honestly, it's been a pretty slow day, but y'all saw the nice, about 7-pounder that Mr. Gabe started out with. His brother Justin is with us today. Justin, I think you might have something for the folks at home to see. Why don't you bring him in here and let's see what you got there. Just a nice little fish. Just a nice little fish. That one is 24¼ inches, about 9.5 pounds, folks at home. That is an awesome. That's why you come to Lake Fork right there. That's a Lake Fork bass. That's what they're supposed to look like. Hey, give me a little fish bump, dog. Oh, you gotta do it with the other hand.
Oh,
The fish bump. Let's go. That's so sweet, brother.
Beauty.
Let's go. You ready to ease her back and let her go?
Yeah.
All right. There she goes. She kicking.
See you later.
Okay, you don't have to reel anymore, you'll just lift. Come around. Oh, she's about to break down. Hold on. You need to let line out. Let line out. There you go. Okay, just put the bit in the rod.
She's going to the fucking tail.
I know. All right, you got plenty of line out now. You're good. Okay, tighten it back up. Now bring her to me. She's getting tired. Bring her to me. Hold her. Up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see how I'm fixing to stand like this.
I don't mind throwing. I'm taller than you. I can throw taller.
Uh-oh. Oh, get out of that brush. There you go. Oh, boy. No jig bite.
Oh man, come off there. Get off there, boy. Get off there. Oh, that's a stud, man. That is a stud. I ain't gonna help you, you wouldn't help me.
Watch, let me show you how we do this right here. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go. We're gonna boat flip on big. Let's go. Woo.
Good job, Bubba.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a 4-pounder.
Yeah. Yeah. And she is a beaut, Clark. She's a beaut.
You getting nervous for a while.
Woo! So that's a good one.
Get the picture.
Yes. I've got a knot bass. That's what I've got, folks. Not a bass. What, he's got me around still. He's gonna get my square bill. He's got me around a lay down. I don't know if it's a carp or a gar. Whatever it is really strong. He's got me wrapped around a lay down and I don't want to lose my square bill. It's amazing this cranking line hadn't broke yet. This ain't the strongest line in the world. Oh God, it's a big bass. Oh, it's just a hammer. Look at that thing. He's tired from pulling against that log for so long. I thought it was a carp or something because I saw how white it was. Good grief. Come on, big baby. It's a stud. Oh, Ray Roberts stud. Let's go on the square bill. Oh, there is some good ones in this lake, folks. Hey, this is our first time we've ever been on Ray Roberts in our life. I got my buddy Michael Burnside, like I told y'all, he's been helping me navigate the lake today. And of course, you know, we're just kind of cruising around and fishing what he knows right now, because he's just showing me where he knows how to navigate. And get a good look at that one right there. That's a freaking stud, y'all. That's an absolute stud right there. I bet there's some boys fishing the Classic be sure enough happy to have that one right there in their bag. Big one. What about Skeeter? Yeah, Dad, that's a big one. Great fish right there. My goodness. Skeeter, watch out. Get down. Great fish right there.
Man, I don't really know what the weights were on those last two fish. We didn't take time to weigh them. I don't honestly even know that those were the 4th and 5th biggest fish that got caught on camera this year, but they were right at it, and they were the most fun. The one on Ray Roberts to me was so cool. The last one you just saw, that was so cool because I was out there fishing to preview the Bassmasters Classic on Ray Roberts, and so to catch a fish of that size, and we actually caught a couple other pretty big fish. Well, we caught one other really big fish, and then we jumped another big fish off while we were at Ray Roberts for those 2 days or day and a half, whatever it was. But catching that really, really big one on a lake where the biggest tournament in the world is about to be held, I love that, so I wanted to throw that one in there. And then the 4th biggest, the one you saw before that, that was probably, other than the 11-pounder, the most fun catch of the year. Because I had my good buddy John Maxfield. We had a bet on the line. The loser had to put Spike It in their mustache, and whoever caught the biggest bass was the winner. And that was towards the end of the day, and John had been beating me since the first fish of the morning. The second biggest fish of the day, John caught first thing that morning. So that was a lot of excitement and a lot of fun, obviously, as you could tell by our reaction to it. We were just having an absolute ball that day, so I wanted to include that one in the top 5. For an honorable mention, I thought about putting this in there because we caught 2 at the same time, and it was really cool. They weren't the biggest fish we've caught all year, but it was one of the most interesting catches of the year. So for an honorable mention, I want to show you one more catch that happened. Actually, if you watch the channel, it happened just this last week. Things are about to get a little crazy here. Check this out.
Probably just from being dehydrated, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, there's a bite.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, baby. I got one's got me hung in a tree or something. Is yours coming? Are we fighting each other? What are we doing here? Oh, you got a big one. Oh, hell, I'm around your line, I think. Oh, no. We got a real mess here. You just got to hold him right there because I got a fish on too. I don't even know what to do. We got a mess. Grab my line and hand line here. Let me have your rod. Grab my line.
Net him?
No, just grab my line and hand line. Yours is good. Pull that fish in by hand.
Hold on, come back.
You start pulling him by hand. Just there you go. He's in the motor. Okay.
100% up on the motor.
Okay. Well, here, let me do this. I'm untangled now. Nice fish, bro. You got another big one? You hand lining? Look at my man hand lining one.
Dude, this thing is...
Stuck around something?
Yeah.
Pull him. Can't?
Oh, you got a long fish.
There's a big one and a tree. Bring it out to the boat, dog. That's your fish. That's your fish. That's the jig. My fish was on the worm. Don't let him go. Look at here. How about this double up, folks at home? Huh? How about this double up right here? Huh? Come on up here, Justin. Watch out for all them rods. There, take yours. Right there. That's a pair of doubles, son.
Oh, man.
How you like that? Give me a little fish bump. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Pulled out here on another little brush pile. Justin, you probably gonna want to wait on that, huh?
That was our last on the water, full on the water, day on the water video of the year. Couldn't think of a better way to end it than with a double up, a 2 big old, I mean, those were both, his was 6 something and mine had to be close to it. They were about the same size as you guys saw. So like double 6 pounders to end the year. to end the top 5 video, bonus coverage, whatever you want to call it. Just been an awesome year, man. Lots of big fish like always. This area in Lake Fork and all the lakes that we fish around here, they just never fail to kick out these big bass for us. And we are so fortunate to have the resource we have. Huge shout out to Texas Parks and Wildlife. Thank them so very much. But more so than that, like I told you earlier in the video, as difficult as everything has been in my life, and it's been bad, I get to do what I do. And those moments that you guys just saw keep me going, keep me sane, allow me to be able to process and deal with all the crud that's been going on in my world, and it keeps me functional as a human being. It's my favorite thing about bass fishing. Is when you're hooked up on that fish, it doesn't matter how bad your life is. Nothing matters at that moment. In those moments have saved my life multiple times in multiple ways. When I got discharged from the United States Marine Corps a lot of years ago, I was not a mentally happy person. I was not a mentally stable person. And bass fishing grounded me in a way that allowed me to function at a good level in society. I can't explain to you what it's done for me. And the only reason that I get to do it as much as I do it, and that I get to make my living doing what I love, is because of all of you guys. You know, when we hit November, that'll be 5 years since we started making content on this channel every week. As I look back over the last almost 5 years, it's unbelievable when this thing started that it would get where it's gotten. And no, we're not some big YouTuber. We're not some big social media guru. None of that. We've never set out to be that. We've just set out to make the kind of content that I wanted to make and try to help people along the way. But it wouldn't be what it is, and I wouldn't be doing what I do without each and every one of you. I know I say it all the time, but with this being kind of the wrap-up video of the year, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for changing my life. I love and appreciate bass fishing. I'm passionate and love bass fishing as much as I could love anything, because it has saved my life and changed my life. And to the extent that that's done that, so have y'all. And I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all so very much. So, thank you. Know what I mean, Skeeter Bug? Come on. Come on over here and tell them bye. So from me and my old fishing pup, Skeeter Bug, thank you guys so much once again for watching Your Lake Fork Guide. And we'll see you next time right here on Your Lake Fork Guide. Did you hear how I messed that up and said Your Lake Fork Guide twice, Skeeter? Skeeter, you're supposed to be telling them bye, not me hi. What are you doing? Love you guys, man. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, I love you too. I know. I don't just love them. I love you too, baby girl. Yeah, I do.